Hey, Matt, thanks for joining me on Thursday. I want to talk about one of your favorite subjects, trade, but a different kind of trade. Why have trade concerns come up amid earnings season?
Well, trade concerns came up because we had a tweet that came out yesterday. It said that we still have a long way to go. So there's a lot of concerns about Huawei and where we stand as far as regulation. How much are we going to allow them to do? And that's the sticking point. But it's kind of funny with all the trade talk about maybe being at a standstill. Market's really not reacting at all.
It's not. What do you think about the dollar? It seems like it's consolidating. Will we see a breakout soon?
I would imagine it's going to break out one way or the other, but it's going to be a news event that's going to take it there. So whether it be Brexit, whether it be the Fed, whether it be U.S., China, it's going to break out one way or the other. It's waiting for some direction. It's waiting for something to give it a stimulus.
What earnings have been paying a lot of attention to or perhaps shocked you?
I tell you, the transports this whole week have been, alternated from being on fire to getting crushed. Tuesday we saw J.B. Hunt came out with some fantastic numbers, fantastic guidance, took the whole transports up. They were up strong. Yesterday we saw the rails really weigh on it. And they got crushed today. They're seeing a little bit of a rebound on a railroad that came out with a good story. So it's a day-to-day event, and when you see these markets really not move as a whole, we had some look at Netflix. I'm sure you're going to want to talk about Netflix at some point. That's not really weighing on the market. Maybe a quarter ago, 2 quarters ago, 10% decline in one of the FANG names would have dragged this whole market lower. Just can't even do it today.
So is it because they walked down earnings that everything is copacetic right now?
Yeah, it's funny, when you look at the sub numbers that came in from Netflix and they weren't even, again, on the right side. What are the analysts watching? That's my concern, is that if you're not even on the right side, they had negative subscription growth as opposed to positive. So, same thing kind of happens with the oil numbers every week. So you really have to say, what are we looking at? What are we expecting? And I think it's more the growth going forward for third quarter and fourth quarter guidance than it is last quarter. That's more concerning. I think, as you mentioned, a lot of these things have been walked down enough where they should be able to be beat.
Yeah, well, you warned us about that one. Hey, Matt, how come a lot of July's intraday gains have been at the last half hour of trading?
It's interesting. Again, the market has not been able to break down lower. Not that people are rooting for it, but with all the negative stuff that's been out there, that when it doesn't break down, people now have to cover their shorts at the end of the day. When do you cover? You're going to cover it late in the day. You want to give your short as much time to ride as you can. You want to go into the new day with a fresh position, a fresh idea. And I think that's why you're seeing a rally, because these big events can't drag the market lower. I better cover, and I better see what tomorrow brings.
It's good that we took cover here at the New York Stock Exchange. It is pouring outside. Let's hit the trading floor. Thank you so much, Matt.
All right, Boz, you got it.